So if you guessed it, the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight is postponed. They're not really giving a date yet because it got postponed for I guess Mike Tyson had some problems with ulcers or something like that. Anyways, I'll read the article. I didn't really pre-read it, so not 100% sure. I just heard it was postponed and threw it into the storyline. So here we go. This is ESPN, so not going to be bad at all. The upcoming boxing match between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson on July 20th has been postponed. Tyson experienced a health issue on a flight from Los Angeles to Miami that required medical attention Sunday. Initially, it didn't appear that it would affect the fight, but that has changed after Tyson's most recent health checkup. During a follow-up consultation on Thursday with medical professionals on his recent ulcer flare-up, the recommendation is for Mike Tyson to do minimal to light training over the next few weeks and then return to full training with no limitations, read an official statement. A new fight date is expected to be announced June 7th, and the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas remains the desired location. Ulcer? Really? I guess his age. He's going to be 58 pretty soon, so they're probably, whereas I think with a fighter, a much younger fighter, they might not be as concerned with an ulcer, but I don't know. I can't see why that would necessarily affect the fight, but again, his age is probably what's doing it. I want to thank my fans around the world for their support and understanding during this time. Unfortunately, due to my ulcer flare-up, I've been advised by my doctor to lighten my training for a few weeks to rest and recover, Tyson said in a statement. My body is in better overall shape than it has been since the 90s, and I will be back to my full training schedule soon. Jake Paul, this may have bought you some time, but in the end, you will still be knocked out and out of boxing for good. That's okay. All right. I love Mike Tyson, but at the same time, come on, man, relax. I appreciate everyone's patience and can't wait to deliver an unforgettable performance later this year. And I say relax because this isn't, whether he knocks him out or not, it's still not going to knock Jake Paul out of boxing. He's not going to be like, oh, okay, I'm done boxing. It'll just be what, a number of people expect. I'm not sure what I expect. It's a 58-year-old guy fighting a 27-year-old guy. So, if he knocks him out, I think that would be the best way for it to go, but I don't know. It might not happen that way. Tyson versus Paul was sanctioned as a professional bout scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds and contested at heavyweight with 14-ounce gloves. Tyson, 57, soon to be 58, by the way, hasn't won a professional boxing match since 2003. If and when they step into the ring, the fight will feature the largest age gap in professional boxing history, with Tyson turning 58 on June 30th and the YouTuber turned boxer Paul being 27. The fight was to be live streamed on Netflix. I fully support postponing the event so Mike Tyson has no excuses come fight night, Paul said in a statement. My fans know I don't want to face Iron Mike at anything but his best. Well, you got to go back in time for that, buddy. But let there be no mistake. When he steps into the ring with me, I will be ready to claim my W with a sensational finish. Paul versus Tyson will be one for the ages. I promise to bring my best for this once-in-a-lifetime matchup. That's funny to me because, this is the equivalent of like a guy fighting a girl. It's like nobody wins. The only person that wins in that fight would be the woman. If the woman beats the guy, then she has bragging rights to beat up the guy. So in this case, no offense, Mike Tyson, but you're the woman in this case because you're the old guy. If you beat him, then you beat a young guy. If you're Jake Paul and you beat a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, it's like, okay, well, you beat up a 58-year-old, former boxer, number one heavyweight boxer, but still, come on, it's just, whatever. I don't know. At some point, the circus has got to kind of end with this guy. He's just fighting. He's fighting for big names. He's just fighting big names for big money, right? So it's like, he's just a business. It's just business at this point. Anybody who really takes Jake Paul serious as like a serious contender in boxing, I think is a little naive. I don't think he's going to do much to really shake up any of the, like the heavyweight division or anything like that in any of the, WB, whatever they are, WBA, all the different, whatever, whatever they call it, whatever they call the different freaking things in boxing. But at this point, it's kind of fun to watch him fight because it's like, you're watching him to kind of hope he gets knocked out, especially by a 58-year-old Tyson. That would just be hilarious.